Start Me Up today, I am joined by Claudio Sorrentino. He is the CEO and founder of Body Details, and it's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
You are the tattoo removal man.
Yes, this is true.
And I was astounded to learn how big this industry is.
Absolutely. The cosmetic non-surgical industry now is growing significantly. The med spa industry is a $3.8 billion industry growing at 18% a year. And in 2015 actually was the first year ever that non-invasive and surgical procedures has exceeded $13.5 billion in 1 year.
You are using lasers. Is that why it's becoming so hot?
You know, lasers are the most effective treatment for the removal of hair and tattoos. And now what's fascinating about it is the results are getting so much better that the demand is increasing dramatically. Patients are able to get the results in the time frame they're looking for. If you are about to be married in 9 months and you say, you know what, listen, I want this tattoo gone, we're in a position now where we can actually say, you know what, the 90% of it will be gone in your time frame. So
I was wondering about that because sometimes you can still see it just a little bit.
You know, when we remove tattoos now with the laser technology, it is gone completely. We're using the newest, safest, most effective technology on the market today. Your body filters out ink all the time. It's always trying to, and so the laser just facilitates that process, makes it easier for your body to do it, and the technology is incredible.
I see. Now, there are several reasons why this industry is booming. Among them, people want to get a professional job and all of a sudden they're all tattooed and
Absolutely.
They just want to present themselves differently.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more businesses, particularly law enforcement, firefighters, paramedics, and more businesses overall are saying, you know what, we have a strict no tattoo policy, so it's increasing demand, which is great for us. But what's unique is actually people are now getting tattoos on because they know that now they can get them off, which is what we've seen is fascinating. So, I mean, I had a friend of mine who actually recently got a tattoo because she's like, well, if I need it off, I know you. And so it's just, it's a great market for us, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Is it expensive to start up in this industry?
There's significant barriers to entry to be a provider, and the services are expensive. It's about 10 times the cost of putting the tattoo on to take it off.
Do you have to get a certain education or certificate to be in this industry?
So the regulations vary by state, but in any given state, typically you have to have a medical director, and the provider has to be a medical professional, unless the doctor's on site, and then it could be a technician that works under the medical protocol of a doctor.
What did you learn most when you were starting up your company?
I found that perseverance is probably the greatest asset that anyone can have if they ever want to start a business. The ability to see every obstacle as an opportunity to grow rather than the failure at the door. And I think that's the biggest thing that we've learned. We survived the recession. We've been in business since 2006, and it's been a long and arduous road, but success is something that you achieve when you're willing to never stop until you achieve it. So.
What led you to this industry?
Believe it or not, I wanted hair removal myself. I'm Italian and Brazilian, and I wanted laser hair removal coming out of college. And I said, how do I get this for free as a broke college kid, And I said, let me go to a place and see if I work there. Will they give me the services? So I got a job and fortunately was able to get those services and realized that this is a huge potential market. And people were asking for tattoo removal all the time, and the company I was working for wasn't offering it. So I said, we got to get in right now. This is going to be a hot market. Everyone I know has tattoos. A full 50% of people between the ages of 18 and 44 Americans have a tattoo. 50%. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's because some of them we can't see.
Yes,
so.
Very true, very true. So if you're in a room with two people who are 18 to 44, chances are one of them has a tattoo. And if you can't see it, you may want to ask.
What advice would you give to somebody who's thinking about getting into the tattoo removal business? Is this something you can do out of your home, or what do you think?
Well, you do need an office typically because it is a well-regulated industry. So you'd have to just do the research. It's a great potential market, but you got to do the research and make sure that you are abiding by all the state and local regulations with regard to providing these services. And then you just need to do it and do it well. There's a massive difference in quality of equipment out there, and if you're not using the quality equipment, you're not going to survive. Most people are offering anything you see on Groupon. Unfortunately, you're seeing inferior equipment that doesn't really work, and so you want to do this, be a company that backs up your services with a lifetime guarantee, and that's what we're trying to be.
And then, is this going to be lucrative for you, and has it been a big profit maker? It
is. The margins on the procedures are pretty significant because of the fact that the devices, you don't have consumables, you don't have ongoing costs, of inventory, but you do have to constantly generate new business because once I treat you to completion, there's nothing else for me to sell you. You know, I can't put tattoos on you to sell you more. So once I'm done with you in terms of the tattoo I remove and remove successfully, that's where typically the relationship ends, unless I'm selling you something else.
Well, much success to you.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful to have you here.
Absolutely, thank you. I'm excited.